Animal Jam? Trading. Yeah. Animal Jam trading. I'm sure that if you are familiar with Animal Jam in any way, you're well aware of the rare item economy that makes the game pretty much go round as of 2024, and the fact that being out of loop kinda sucks really bad. So, I'm gonna help you. Let's get into it. Starting off really easy, we have Animal Jam trading terms, because I guess there's lingo and language behind trading digital items. Something that you're gonna see be shouted in the township a lot is trade me solids. People who say this look crazy. They look like lunatics to anyone who hasn't played the game, which is fair enough, but a solid is a rare black long spiked collar. So, really easy, really simple. Keep that in mind, really important. Right behind that, another thing you're gonna hear a ton is trade me pure. Trade me pure sounds way more psychotic than trade me a solid for some reason, in my opinion, but that might just be me. Either way, it pretty much means the same exact thing. Pure is just a really, really fancy way of saying trade me a solid, or trade me a black long spike. That's it. Pure is also one of those terms that you're more likely to hear from people trading Brady's Lab, which I don't even want to talk about because it is insane in there and there's a stink. Bad place, don't trade there. Or do. Or do whatever you want. Boom! Bam! We are really close to being done with black longs. But there's one more thing, and that's 1.5, which is one black long and a red long. The 0.5 is the red long, the 1 is the black long, and that's interchangeable with any number. Most people already know all of those, but this isn't for most people. This is for returning players, or new players, or people who just want something in the background, that too. But now we get to move on to the fun part, where I explain item worth. We are going to look at item worth as a pyramid, because that simplifies it really well, and it helped me. And if you're a returning player or a new player who doesn't know anything yet, this will help you. We are going to start on the first tier, aka the lowest tier of the pyramid, which is shop items and adventure items, because these are pretty much available all year round. So, to a lot of people, they have no worth, but these do help you get right into the second tier. Our second tier is Rare Item Mondays, which you're guaranteed to be familiar with, I hope. And if you're not, it's just Rare Item Mondays. A rare comes out every Monday. Most of them don't have any worth to them, except for collector's items, which we can ignore. Our third tier touches on clothing betas. These are a lot funner than the previous items because these are essentially your gateway to trading. You can jump straight to these because these are available in adventures, which is pretty great for starters. But these include items like fox hats, rare bow and arrows, worn blankets, Wisteria Moon. God damn it. Ignoring the fact that notification scared me really, really bad. Our next tier is tier 4, and it's Den betas. Den betas I personally find to be really, really fun, but that's just because I really like anything related to the beta days of Animal Jam. Either way, that doesn't matter. Den betas are grouped into 2 different variants that are really, really important to trading, and it's non-member Den betas and member Den betas. And basically the difference is that, well, one's for members and one isn't. And the rarer version are non-member Den betas because they're cooler, harder to get, like them more. Member den betas are worth just a tiny bit less. I don't think it's a huge difference, at least for memory, but it does matter and it does count when you're trading, so keep it in mind. I'll put a bunch of den betas on screen so you can see the member ones and non-member ones, but I'm also going to put fake den betas on screen. Now, fake den betas are really funny because they're not real den betas, but it's really hard to tell even for people who actively trade. So try to remember them as much as you can, because if you don't, you will get scammed while trading, and it sucks really bad. Your last important thing to take note of is that walls and floors, when it comes to den betas, are like universally hated by everyone for some reason. And I guess it's because they're worth less than other den betas, but I don't know why. I'm gonna take a swing here and assume that it's because of the Forgotten Desert and because they're really common in there. But as of recording this, the Forgotten Desert doesn't exist right now. It's just completely out. Going up a tier on our little pyramid, we have spiked wristbands, which I'm looping both short and long ones in here, just for the sake of it, because I am a little bit lazy. Whatever. I don't have a lot to say about them. They're not super interesting. You trade your den betas for them if you want. I don't know. Our next tier is where it starts to get really fun, and we bring in the spiked collars, which, who doesn't love them? They're cute, they're expensive. Who doesn't like a good spiked collar? Now, for those of you who don't already know, these were originally given out as a member gift way back when, and now are pretty much used to run the economy on Animal Jam, which is pretty neat. These items specifically vary by color, black being the highest, and your greens, yellows, and oranges being the lowest, plus whatever's in the middle. And best for last, on our little pyramid of rarity, we have any item over a black long, which is a little bit of a stretch, I guess, for a lot of people, because these items can vary from, 2 black longs to 50 to 100, but whatever. These items include things like headdresses, glitched items, magenta items, promo items, collector's items, those sort of things. Just in case you didn't watch all of that, to summarize what I just explained, Rare Item Mondays go into clothing betas. Clothing betas trade to den betas. Den betas trade to wristbands. Wristbands trade to spiked collars. Spiked collars trade to, rich people stuff. Now, that order isn't always correct. You can absolutely do things differently. You can trade den betas straight to spiked collars. You can completely skip the wristbands. It really depends on how you trade and who you're trading. That's all that matters. Before I end this video, I do want to say thank you to the Wiki, because it is one of the most helpful websites when it comes down to Animal Jam. I'll link it in the description, but if you're ever confused and you don't know the worth of an item, to keep yourself from getting scammed, always check the Wiki. You can also find a lot of things that I mentioned in this video on the Wiki. If you ever forget, you don't have to come back here. You can go straight to their website, give it a, nice browse, give them some clicks. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that if you are a new player or returning player, that you learned something from this video, and if not, I still hope that you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more content, subscribe, comment, all the normal stuff that people do.